this is going to be a discussion about what it means to say, I own data. We heard a bit of that on the panel earlier. There are lots of data owners in organisations. Are those people really thinking about the rights that they have in data? What more can you do at a practical level to secure them? And then stepping back a little bit further from that, are there things that data privacy lawyers could be doing as part of a broader kind of legal advisory network within businesses to help structure the way in which digital assets, and particularly data, are held? Last year I did a similar session but focusing on IP and data privacy overlaps, and we did it through the medium of connected cows. I don't know how many of you are avid farmers, but lots of cows these days in the field are not just enjoying some grazing on their own. They are often connected to these farm hubs which are collecting data about their GPS location, looking at their health, working out how best to get the most out of our livestock and then get the relevant produce to market. This year we're going to zoom out a little bit further. We're going to look at a network of connected farms, all of them brought together through a bovine love of the World Cup. You'll appreciate that when I put this slide together I had not anticipated 2 of those cows would already be out. Slightly upsetting, but at least imagine that our cows and our farms are independent third parties, interested to collaborate and look at the data that they are harvesting from their livestock across the world, that they think that they might actually get some interesting insights if they compare what's happening to a British cow as against what's happening to a Russian cow, and they might be able to do this in an anonymised way, or they might be interested in doing it on a record level basis, but they will be licensing that information in and out of that joint venture. And they'll be looking at the ways in which they can maximise the value in what they have. You may, of course, be required to suspend a little bit of disbelief and think of your cows as people, but maybe that goes back to some of our human rights and ethics discussion in one of the earlier panels. So what does it really mean to protect the data in these connected farms as an asset? I'm going to suggest to you that it's not just about data privacy, that actually a core tenet of that is about IP rights, because there are IP rights that subsist in databases and the way in which people build databases, and of course the software that goes around them. And that actually those IP rights are frankly a bit messy, and there is a growing practice of making sure that people plug the gaps in those IP rights through contracts. And those practices and the views on the IP rights have evolved even over the past year. And in fact, a lot of that is due to cross-sector pollination of the ways in which people are drafting agreements. A lot of businesses that have been used to licensing data for years, for example in the information services space, in media, in financial services, they've been thinking about how to monetize data for a long time, and that is now something which is becoming business as usual for everyone, frankly. Every business that we talk to wants to say it's a technology business, wants to say that it's all about data. So actually I think there's a real market shift in how we're seeing these agreements being written and IP rights being protected.